Welcome back to another episode of Social Climate. I am your esteemed and humble host, Billy Cash. Woo! Man, I've been gone for a minute. Hadn't put out a video in a couple of months, but I miss you guys. And it's time for me to talk back to you. Man, shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to all the day ones. Shout out to everybody who has newly subscribed to the channel, even though I haven't been putting out videos. Gang, gang. Now, in this episode right here, oh man, we're going to Fresno, California, where a Fresno, California correctional officer has been sleeping with an inmate. And it even gets worse than that, fam. She's been cutting holes in her pants for easy access to have sex with the inmate. I can't make this shit up. Social Climate, let's get it. This podcast is brought to you by niggas who are generally concerned with most of the dumb shit that's going on right now. By the way, I'm your host, Billy Cash, aka Cole, and welcome to Social Climate. Socialites, let me tell you who you're looking at. You're looking at Tina Gomez of Fresno, California, where I don't know if she's originally from Fresno, California, but that's where she works as a correctional officer. And it seems like maybe a year and a half ago, her and her husband were having problems in marriage or whatever, and she decided to take the company of one of the inmates that she was sworn to look after and protect and serve. So she's having sexual relations with this inmate. God knows how they're doing it, maybe in the cracks and crevices of the prison. Either way, she decides to make it easier for him, so she cuts a hole in her pants for easy access. That's crazy. But it's also dedication. I want to say that she's sloppy for doing this, but she is a ride or die. Now, it gets a little strange because she starts to bring in paraphernalia for the inmate. She starts to bring in razor blades. She starts to bring in alcohol. Hell, who knows? She might have brought in 20 pink do-rags. Either way, you have put your fellow officers in harm's way. Who knows what he's about to do with these razors? I want to say that this is a miscarriage of justice, and she actually took advantage of her position. But hey, who can tell you how to love somebody? I guess love comes from everywhere. She went before court. Since she has no prior felonies, the judge only sent her to 110 days. Now, at this moment, she's bonded out. Upon bonding out, she decided to twerk for Instagram and her followers. To me, it seems like Tina Gomez gives no fucks about what she's done. At the end of the day, you ruined your reputation. You probably could never be a correctional officer, a police officer, or anything of that nature ever again because of what you've done. So I hope that Tina Gomez has made herself happy. And at the end of the day, this is Social Climate. I don't make this shit up. I just report on some of the weird things that's out there. As always, be careful and stay prayerful. And if you work in corrections, don't screw the inmates. Check out some video on this. Social Climate, gone.
Fresno County Assistant Sheriff Steve McComas says he's seen and heard some disgusting things in 26 years at the sheriff's office, but what his former correctional officer Tina Gonzalez did is at the top of the list.
Cutting a hole in your pants to make it easier to have sex with an inmate and having intercourse in full view of 11 other inmates is something only a depraved mind can come up with.
McComas says Gonzalez betrayed her oath even worse when she put her fellow correctional officers at risk. She gave the inmate razor blades, a cell phone, and critical jail intelligence.
And at times communicated sensitive information to the inmate about individuals that were entering the inmate's pod, as well as times and places or times when the pod would be searched.
Gonzalez didn't say anything at her sentencing Tuesday, but her attorney said her marriage was falling apart when she started a relationship with the inmates. It lasted more than a year before investigators caught her, and phone calls after her December 2019 arrest reveal it's continued.
The fact that she continually calls, has sexually explicit conversations with the inmate in question, and even boasts about the crimes she carried out shows that she's incapable of owning up to her mistakes and will undoubtedly continue in the future.
Judge Michael Idiart could have sent Gonzalez to jail for up to 16 months, but noted she had no prior criminal history and admitted her crimes early.
I think what you did was terrible, stupid. You ruined your career. You endangered your fellow officers. But I also believe that people can redeem themselves. You got the rest of your life to prove that.
Gonzalez only has to serve 210 days in jail, and with time credits, she could be out by the middle of October.
Click like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Yeah.